Welcome to our latest explainer. We are jumping right into a genuinely unprecedented breaking news situation today. For literally decades, the U.S. Department of Defense has kept a total lockdown on some of its most mind-bending secrets. But right now, that vault is finally swinging wide open. We're talking about the massive declassification of UAP files. So let's just dive right in and break down exactly what they've been hiding.
You know, the phrase, "the truth was buried until now," really hits the nail on the head here. Think about it. We are looking at files that were locked behind the absolute highest levels of military secrecy. We're talking strict security clearances where, for generations, the public was just begging for answers. And what do we get? Heavily redacted pages. Pages that were basically just walls of black ink. But suddenly, those barriers are coming down, and it's sending absolute shockwaves through Washington and completely lighting up the scientific community. The raw data is actually seeing the light of day.
So the crucial point is understanding the government's shift to the term Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, or UAP. Now, this is not just some simple PR rebranding, okay? It's a vital bureaucratic pivot. Changing UFO to UAP strips away all that old pop culture stigma, the little green men tropes, and puts these encounters squarely inside a serious scientific framework. When the Pentagon uses UAP, they're officially treating these incidents as genuine, verifiable data points, points that demand rigorous investigation and, frankly, serious federal funding.
And they haven't just, backed up a truck and dumped a dusty box of files on the press. No, they've launched a comprehensive public-facing portal. We're talking fully declassified videos, photographs, official mission reports, the whole shebang. Just imagine the sheer mountain of paper that used to be buried in subterranean archives. Now, it's all digitized. And because they're uploading these files on a rolling basis, this is literally transforming everyday citizens into armchair analysts. We now have unprecedented direct access to raw military records.
This move is absolutely thrilling the scientific community. Just look at NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. He called this release an important step towards public transparency. And when the head of NASA is validating a document dump like this, that signals that this is a completely mainstream, highly credible pursuit of knowledge. But to really grasp why experts are praising this level of disclosure right now, we kind of have to rewind. We need to look back at the historical anomalies that forced this whole issue in the first place.
Just take a second and consider the sheer scale of this timeline. We are looking at a massive 50-year gap in public knowledge. Seriously, half a century. Among these newly released materials are reports stretching all the way back to NASA's Apollo 12 mission in 1969 and then Apollo 17 in 1972. For 50 years, the incredible sightings documented by some of our most highly trained astronauts were just kept in the dark. It left this massive void of information between those early lunar missions and the disclosure we're finally seeing today.
I mean, listen to the vivid details described by astronaut Alan Bean during that Apollo 12 mission back in 1969. He specifically reported seeing strange flashes of light appearing to sail through space. Just imagine that for a second. Imagine the profound isolation of a lunar mission. You're dealing with the intense, strict parameters of early spaceflight, and suddenly you witness lights literally sailing through the void. This isn't some science fiction movie. This is a highly credible, expertly trained observer documenting something completely unexplainable.
And that pattern? It absolutely continued. 3 years later, during NASA's final moon mission, Apollo 17 in 1972, astronauts reportedly observed rotating, tumbling lights far off in the distance. When you have consecutive lunar missions reporting these distinct, highly unusual visual anomalies, it demands attention. For decades, incidents exactly like these fueled intense speculation. People naturally wondered, is it alien life? Is it highly secret military tech from a foreign adversary? Or maybe just a natural phenomenon that human science still can't comprehend? These were the mysteries locked in that vault. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is the stark contrast between historical secrecy and how things are handled today. We've officially moved from an old era where files were ignored, completely dismissed, or just kept hidden, straight into a new era, the PURSUE Initiative. That stands for the Presidential Unsealings and Reporting System for UAP Encounters. This accountability-driven program is the direct result of intense pressure from lawmakers, scientists, and military veterans who simply demanded federal transparency once and for all.
And this momentum, it hasn't happened in a vacuum. Former President Barack Obama actually sparked headlines recently by acknowledging that humanity might not be alone. He noted that the odds of alien life existing are, quote, good. Now, to be clear, he did later clarify that he never saw definitive proof while in office, but his public remarks really illustrate a massive, high-level shift
It shows how seriously our highest leaders are starting to view the cosmos and the basic mathematics of the unknown.
That momentum continued to build in a completely nonpartisan way, too. President Donald Trump mandated unprecedented transparency by issuing a direct directive to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The order was to systematically review intelligence files related to extraterrestrial life. This executive push right from the very top was the direct catalyst that actually unsealed the vault we're exploring today. It's what moved these secrets off of classified servers and onto a public portal.
But before we jump to any massive conclusions here, the Pentagon is actively urging caution. We are definitely still dealing with a lingering unknown. Officials have explicitly stated that many of these newly released materials haven't been fully analyzed or explained yet. Opening the vault doesn't just instantly solve the puzzle, unfortunately. A lot of these cases remain completely unresolved. And, frankly, that official uncertainty is exactly what continues to fuel our fascination.
Which brings us to the ultimate question. As you dig through these newly declassified reports, what are we actually seeing? Are we looking at highly advanced enemy technology that somehow bypassed all our radar, bizarre natural anomalies of physics and light, or is this actual evidence of something humanity still cannot understand? Well, the vault is finally open, and those secrets are yours to investigate. It's up to us, the scientists and the naturally curious, to keep exploring the cosmos and decide what the